The following is a special presentation of Big Polly's World of Sports Sims, alternating the reality of sports and entertainment since 2020. Welcome to our latest installment of NBA 75-76. Big Polly coming to you. Today it's the decider between Boston and Philadelphia. Two fine teams. One of them will be going home in the next hour to hour and a half. As you hear Ellie scratch my chair, which she shouldn't be doing. I'll play as Philly because they are the home team, and I always play the home team. And the computer will play as Boston. And Boston won Game 6 in our last telecast yesterday, which was Tuesday the 9th. I'm recording this on Monday the 8th for air Wednesday the 10th, as I try to get ahead of myself this week. So this is it. For the whole ball of wax, as John Caddy said in Rookie of the Year. Boston and Philly doing battle. White, Scott, Havlicek, Silas, and Cowens for Boston, and Fred Carter, Doug Collins, Cunningham, who we thought was injured in the last game, but I guess not. I guess he made a miraculous recovery. They said his knee injury would take months to heal, but he is here. He's doing a Willis Reed, I guess. Steve Mix and George McGinnis rounding out the lineup. And we're in Philadelphia, and your tip goes to Boston. Boston in the green, Philadelphia in the white. A quick foul by Fred Carter to get our game started. Both teams winning 3 games in this series. Each team has won a game on the road, so don't count the Celtics out. And we'll see what happens in this deciding Game 7. It's Charlie Scott, a dribble drive, and a deuce. Our first field goal attempt of the game is our first successful field goal attempt of the game. 2-0 in favor of Boston. We will go to Doug Collins here. He's had a great year for Philly. If it ends after this game, and he misses, a rebound for Cowens, and a 4-on-3 fast break for Boston. Cowens hits the layup, 4-0 in favor of the Celtics. Philly wins, then both the teams that made in real life the NBA 76 Finals will not have made the NBA Finals in this simulation. 4-0, an air ball there by Carter. Silas with it. Over to Cowens. And a steal by George McGinnis. We'll go Fred Carter. And a steal by JoJo White. So Boston on their game early. Silas hits the baseline jumper. And it's 6-0 in favor of Boston. They have gotten out to a good start. I don't like it. I'm going to call timeout. It's Game 7, so we're going to set up a different defensive strategy. Otherwise, we will continue. We'll try Fred Carter again. His shot, still no good. Rebound Scott, I think, for Boston. And he lets it go. No good. Rebound Carter. So Boston missing their first field goal attempt of the game. Philly has yet to get their first bucket of the game. Not boding well for the 76ers, I must say. Steal by White and a 4-on-3 fast break for Boston. And a basket for JoJo White to make it 8-0 with 10-12 to go. We'll go Doug Collins, but the ball's going to skitter out of bounds. Philly will keep it with 8 on the shot clock. 9:56 left opening period, but it's all Boston so far. Doug Collins with a triple drive, and there's your first bucket on the fourth try for Philly. It's 8-2. JoJo White gonna hit from the outside, and Carter fouls him. And Carter immediately goes into foul trouble. That's 2 on Carter and a second team foul. Free is gonna replace Fred Carter. Lloyd Free, the soon-to-be World Be Free, and JoJo White hits the free throw after the made basket. 11-2 in favor of Boston. We'll go inside to McGinnis. Philly doesn't have the weapons Boston has, so they got to be careful how they use them. And his shot no good, goes out of bounds. Boston ball. 11-2, White. Another basket, 13-2. This is starting to look like our game that we had on Monday between Cleveland and Houston. And of course, this is Monday, but I taped that yesterday. Lloyd Free with the basket, 13-4. All Silas in close, and another basket for Boston. Boston off to a torrid start, leading 15-4. Looking for Steve Mix here. And a foul on Silas, his first. Mix is going to go to the line and shoot a pair. First basket good, 15-5 with 8:31 left to go. Second free throw hits, and it's 15-6 at the 8:31 mark. Just getting started, really, but Boston off to a good start. And out of bounds to Boston with 8 on the shot clock here. And Cowens hitting the left-handed hook shot to make it 17-6. 8:09 left, opening quarter. And Philly will likely struggle to keep pace. McGinnis misses. Cunningham with the rebound. Oh boy, his knee looks rather good. Passed it out back to Lloyd Free. And we got 2 guys with 3 stars. We'll go Mix here. Mix looks like the better shooter of the 2. And he hits. He has 4 points, 17-8. 7:46 left to go. Silas with the rebound after that missed shot. And his baseline jumper good. 19-6 with 7:26 left to play. A block by Dave Cowens and collected by Paul Silas. 3-on-3. I think Scott just joined the party and made it 4-on-3. Havlicek cannot finish. And he gets the offensive rebound. And he has the putback, and he has his first basket of the game. 21-8. Still a long way to go in this first period. 7:14 left to go. We'll go to McGinnis. We'll have Chicago Golden State for you tomorrow, Thursday. And we'll take the weekend off, come back and do the East and West finals, probably for the preceding 2 weeks. I am off Labor Day week. So if there is business to finish, we will finish it up after the Labor Day week finishes, which would be September 12th. 21-8, McGinnis with the foul, reaching in over the top. That is his first foul. And it's all Boston all the time so far in this game. Charlie Scott is fouled by Free. And that's his first personal in the team's 4th. So Boston a foul away from the bonus, and we're not even halfway through this opening quarter. And that is Havlicek just a little short. Rebound McGinnis for Philly. Collins, a steal by Charlie Scott. Remember, it's now or never for Philly. They lose this game, they are out until the fall of 76. Havlicek shooting 2 after the foul by Mix. His first, the team's 5th. So Havy going to the line to shoot a pair, and he misses the first one. He missed the first 2 shots in game 6, but then I think he hit every shot after that from the foul line. Havlicek will let it go, and Hondo makes it 22-8. by 59, left to go in the opening frame. Mix to Collins. Collins will shoot from outside and hit. Had 29 against Boston, led not the Phillies, but the 76ers in Game 6 that we did yesterday. And Charlie Scott missing that shot, and a rebound to McGinnis. And this could be where Philly could get back in the game a little. 2-on-2 fast break. And Free missing. And Charlie Scott with the foul. That is foul 1 and the second team foul. So Free goes to the line shooting 2. He's not a great free throw shooter. Probably has a lot to do with the fact that he's not a great outside shooter. Philly perfect from the line so far. 3 for 3. And Free, I think I jinxed him. Rebound Silas. 22-11 at the 5:26 mark. It's going to be Scott to Cowens and a shot clock violation. Boston took too much time. And back over to Philly. Philly never had the lead in Game 6. They got close, but never took it. Here's Collins. No good. Hammered by Scott again, and Collins goes to the line and shoots 2. Collins, proud member of the 72 USA team that controversially lost in Munich to the Ruskies 51-50. And it's 22-12 after Collins hit the first, and now he hits the second, 23-12. Collins with 6 points. JoJo White handling it for Boston. Stakem is now in the game. I think he's replacing Charlie Scott. It's over to Cowens, and Cowens with the layup and in. He has 8, and it's 24-13. Boston's biggest lead was 14. It's now 11. Lloyd Free hits from outside. He has 5, and that's a rare hit when he's not dribble driving. Stakem with the miss. Silas with the rebound for Boston. And Silas will hit 6 points, and it's 26-15. 3:59 now left opening quarter. And the natives starting to get restless in Philly. Lloyd Free missing the outside jumper. Rebound Paul Silas, and a 4-on-1 fast break for Boston, which now becomes 5-on-1 for all intents and purposes. Cowens, and he's fouled by Collins. Points 9 and 10 for Dave Cowens. And he goes to the line for 1 shot. It's going to be 2 to make 1, I think, because Boston is in the bonus. Yes, it is. Collins hitting the first free throw. And your score right now is 29-15. 3:44 left to go in the opening quarter. It's Mix shooting from outside and missing. A stoppage of play. It will be Boston ball. We're back and we resume where we left off. 29-15. Boston leading. Boston dominating this opening quarter. And a miss there for Stakem. Rebound McGinnis. But a loose ball foul, and it's on McGinnis. So Silas will shoot a pair. First shot is good, even though the video chalkboard's messing it up. Lee in for McGinnis, who's now at 2 fouls. And Silas hitting them both. It's 31-15. Had to take a brief break for a moment. But you wouldn't have known it if I hadn't said it, right? Lee. A steal by Cowens, and Boston just dominating this opening quarter. White with 9 points, and it's 33-15. And Philly's going to have to kick it in gear as we progress towards the game. We'll go Cunningham here, not a great inside shooter. He misses, and Cowens coming out with it. JoJo White, no good. Rebound Silas. Boston shooting pretty well, 6:36. prior to that last miss, and an offensive foul on Silas to go to 2. 2 fouls so far this game. McDonald, Kaburski coming in for Boston, Joe Bryant, and Harvey Catchings in for Philly. So we did game 2 and we did game 6, and this is the seventh and deciding game. Golden State and Chicago tomorrow in their deciding game. Doug Collins hitting to end the 9-0 streak, and it's 33-17. I think we'll see some pressure out of Philly here. Rebound by Lee, and they can pick up a couple of quick baskets. Whoever wins gets Houston in the East Finals, because Houston was playing in the East Conference back in this juncture of time. Ard coming in for Boston, Mix coming back in for Philly. 33-17. Stakem from outside, he finally hits one, and it's 35-17. 1:17 left to go. Will Doug Collins, who is not a great inside shooter, it just squirted out of his hands like the basketball had baby oil all over it, and it's Boston ball. Havlicek and Cunningham coming back in for their respective teams, which I think you know who they are. Havlicek trying to gun it from outside, and a steal by Mix, and a 3-on-1 fast break for Philly. Under a minute now left in the opening period. Norman with the finish, 35-19. Ard can't get it to fall. Lee with the rebound, 39 seconds left in the period. Fast break time again for Philly, who hasn't really executed all that well on the fast break. Can Cunningham finish? No! Rebound Ard. 36 seconds left in the quarter. White to Stakem. And Stakem with the miss. A rebound by Ard. Down to 24 seconds left, so the play clock and shot clock almost aligned. A miss, and Norman with it for Philly. We will go to Lee. Possibly the final shot of the quarter here. And it's a foul by Ard with 6 seconds to go. His first and the team's fourth. Stakem sliding the point guard. McDonald coming in at shooting guard for Boston. Cowens back in at center, and Doug Collins back in the game for the Philly 76ers. 35-19. We'll try a Mix here for the final shot. And it wasn't the final shot. 3 seconds left. Havlicek, desperation toss at the buzzer. And it's 35-21 as we head to the second quarter tip. Game 7. It's winner go home time for one of these two teams. Cowens led the opening quarter, 11 points, and Collins leading Philadelphia with 8. Here's your second quarter tip. And it goes to Mix. Philly controlling. And I am going to go to McGinnis down low. And he gets the bucket. His first of the game, and for Philly to excel in this comeback, they need McGinnis here, I think. A steal by Collins, and now Philly could cut it to 10. Fred Carter going his way and hope he could drive to the basket, which he does, and he misses. Rebound Silas, his 7th board. 4-on-1 fast break. My goodness. Boston getting a lot of opportunities in this game. JoJo with the finish. 37-23. JoJo with 11 points. And don't count out the effectiveness of JoJo White at point guard for Boston. A miss and a foul by JoJo White. Speak of the devil, first personal and the first team foul. Carter, a 7:02 free throw shooter. It's the first, 37-24. Philly has not yet led in this game. They did not lead in Game 6. 37-25. 11:09 left to go as I say hello to my cat Ella. Scott with the layup, 39-25. Boston, 5:48 from the field. Philly, 9 of 23, 391. That's had a very telling tale in this game. Collins with a basket goes to 10 points, 39-27. Scott, no good, and a foul on Collins, his second. The team's first in the period. White going to the line to shoot two. JoJo White makes it 40-27, 10:31 left in the half, and JoJo got them both. 41-27 with 10:31 left to play. McGinnis got his second bucket of the period, 41-29. And I have a feeling somebody's going to shoot an air ball here. And it was Charlie Scott doing the honor. Philadelphia ball, and now a successful trip down the floor, and it's a 10-point game. They do just kind of tell you in advance what's about to happen. Collins missing on a dribble drive, but he was fouled by Dave Cowens. First personal and the second team foul. Cowens going to the line. Collins going to the line to shoot a couple. First is good. Well, I won't have this problem after this game. 41-30 with 10:01 left. Philly's got a big hill to climb. Collins misses the second free throw and a rebound by Paul Silas. Little three-card money in the backcourt, and it goes to Collins, and he shoots and scores 13 points, which happens to be the margin of the game right now, 43-30 at 9:48 left in the half. So we hope you are all well this Wednesday. I can't tell you what's going on because I'm 2 days behind you. A rebound by Silas after the missed shot by Carter. Scott, fouled by Fred Carter. Free. Coming in at point guard, and Carter's going to leave with 3 personal fouls. 43-30. And Boston looking for more. Cowens again, 15 for him. And if he could stay active in the scoring, then I think Boston has a good chance of winning the game. Looking for Joe Bryant here with the score 45-30. Bryant, an offensive foul, and Glenn McDonald coming in to play small forward for Hondo. 45-30, I'm sorry. Going to be Cowens and a steal by George McGinnis. 2-on-2 fast break. Free. Hits the lay-in. He has 7 points. 45-32, 8:58 left. Boston ball after that was knocked out of bounds. Cunningham back in. We thought for sure he had suffered a major knee injury in Game 6, but he's back in the fray. Silas inbounding for Boston. And a shot clock violation again for Boston, taking too much time. So Philly could cut the deficit down. It's Collins, a dribble drive, no good. Rebound for Silas, that's 10 for Silas. So he's got the hard part of the double-double done. Scott lays it up and in, 47-30, and he was fouled by Free. Second personal on Free and the third team foul, and Scott will go to the line for one shot. And the one shot will miss. Rebound McGinnis. We'll look for Doug Collins again. Throwing it over to Cunningham, a little heat check. Collins from way downtown. Bang! And it's 37-34. Silas to Scott. JoJo White playing point guard admirably. Doug Cowens missing. And a rebound by Bill Cunningham. Did I say that right? And here's Billy Cunningham. So I got it right. 3-on-3 fast break for Philly. 7:50 now left in the half. And a miss for Doug Collins on the layup, a rebound for JoJo White. Scott missing, rebound Silas. And an offensive foul on Silas. That's 3. And Kaburski will come in play for him at power forward with Hondo coming back in. So we do have some players in foul trouble. It's 11 fouls to 8 in favor of Philly right now. 47-34. The lead is 13. Foul on Kaburski, and that is his first and the team's third. Both teams at 3 fouls towards their bonus. Mix inbounding for Philly. We're going to go Collins. And that's 13 points for Collins. 47-36. JoJo White coming back the other way to make it a 49-36 game at 6:49 now left. Seems his first half has taken forever. A miss, and Collins with the rebound, his 5th board of the game. Fast break opportunity for Boston, and Charlie Scott finishing 51-36. 6:38 left in our opening half. Game 7. Somebody's going to move on and play Houston in the East Finals. McGinnis hits that baseline jumper from short range. That gets him to 6. A foul. Offensive foul on Cowens, and that's 2 on him. Norman in for free for Philly with the score 51-38. We're going to try to go to Cunningham, who would go on and be a coach of his own. Steal in his own right. Steal by Havlicek. Whistle on Kaburski, and that's foul number 2 on him. Just reached the halfway point of the second quarter. It's 51-38. Mix hits from close. It's 51-40. He has 8 points. A steal by Cunningham and a 4-on-3 fast break chance. Can Philly cut it to a single digit? Not yet. Cowens with his 3rd personal, the team's 4th. And Cunningham going to the line to shoot 2. And Philly now a foul away from bonus time. Cunningham missing the free throw. Cowens now is substituted by Ard. The second free throw is good. 51-41 with 5:25 left to go. Well, it's all downhill from here, right? Havlicek, the baseline jumper, is out, and it will go to Philly. The lead is 10. Philly trying to cut it to under single digits. We'll go McGinnis. I think McGinnis has had the better track record as of late, and it should be a mismatch against Ard, but Kaburski fouls him. Kaburski has picked up 3 quick fouls, and Philly going to the line for 2 shots in the bonus for the remainder of the quarter. First one good for McGinnis. He has 7. Played for Indiana and the ABA's Indiana Pacers, who will join the NBA in 76-77. As will Denver, San Antonio, and the New York Nets. 51-43, who would become the New Jersey Nets and then the Brooklyn Nets. Out of bounds, and Boston keeps it with 20 on the shot clock. 4:54 left in quarter number 2. Havlicek with a miss. A rebound by Mix. 2-on-2 the other way. Cunningham to Collins, and it's going to skitter out of bounds back over to Boston. free in the game for the 76ers. 4:44 now left. Boston with the ball. JoJo White with the miss. Free grabs the rebound, and it's 3-on-2 the other way. Of course, Philly was a year shy of making house calls as they would pick up Dr. J. Julius Erving, free with the up lay-in. He has 9. The lead is down to 6, 51-45. Nelson missing, a rebound for Mix. And Erving would play the rest of his career with Philly, taking him to a few titles along the way and some deep runs into the playoffs. Foul on Cunningham, offensive, his first. Norman coming back in for Philly. 51-45. Tomorrow, Chicago Golden State. Scott missing. A rebound, McGinnis. With 4:07 left, Philly trying to cut it to a 4-point game now. Norman finishes. 51-47. 4:05 left. Scott, Ard, and a steal for McGinnis. 4-on-1 fast break, and now Philly could cut it to 2 with a 3-point play. They could cut it to a point. Collins, he cannot finish. And a foul on Scott. And Collins is going to get 3 to make 2 here. So Philly making a comeback. Collins, that rattled in and out. No good. 886 from the line. In real life, 836. I think he's 886 from the playoffs. Collins still with one more free throw. He has 14 points. Stakem and McDonald in for Boston. And Collins misses 2 of 3. So it's 51-48. 3:49 left to go. Ard. A steal by Collins, and Philadelphia feasting on some of these reserves that Boston has. McGinnis to try to make it a 1-point game. He misses strong. And Ard picking up the second personal foul. McGinnis, 3 to make 2. Boston has run themselves a bit into foul trouble. 15 fouls to 12 now in favor of Boston. McGinnis, first free throw is good. 51-49. And if McGinnis hits this, which he does, we have a 1-point game. 51-50. So the crowd getting into it here at the Spectrum after sitting on their hands most of the first half. JoJo White, the only starter out there right now for Boston. A steal by McGinnis, and Philly could take the lead for the first time since Game 5. Pivotal moment here. McGinnis actually it's going to be McGinnis, and he lays it up and in, and Philly has the lead. 52-51. 3:08 left in the first half. Ard with it. He hits, and Boston takes that lead right back. 53-52. So that is the first time since Game 5 Philly has had the lead, and they only had it a few seconds. We'll go to McGinnis, who has had a good quarter. He's up to 12 points. And he hits again, 14 this quarter, and he's hit 5 field goals in a row. Philly back in the lead. 2:47 left. McDonald, no good. Rebound, McGinnis. And now Philly could work it to a 3-point lead. We'll go Mix here. He shoots. He misses. Rebound Stakem for Boston. Back the other way, we have Ard with the rebound after a miss, and a steal by McGinnis. 2:08 now left in the half, 54-53. We have a ball game after Boston had a very big lead, 18 points at one point. Norman with that last basket, 56-53. The Philly lead is at its biggest, 3 points. It doesn't matter who's leading when until we get to zeros after the fourth quarter, unless we're tied. McDonald too strong. Rebound McGinnis, who has 7 boards, so he's 3 rebounds shy of a double-double. Try Doug Collins here. But a transformation for Philadelphia in the second quarter. Collins missing on a dribble drive. McDonald gets it for Boston. Stealed right back by Mix, who pickpocketed JoJo White. Mix with it. Being guarded by Nelson. And an offensive foul on Mix, his second. So the foul trouble Boston got into really hampering their production. Philly up 3 points. Stakem moving to point guard. McDonald to shooting guard. Havlicek back in at small forward. Boswell's going to play some center. Free in at point guard. Norman in at shooting guard. Catchings at power forward. Lee in for McGinnis. 56-53. Hondo missing, and it's Philly ball. 1:06 left in the half. A two-sided half, I guess you could say. Kind of like the fight between Ron Lyle and George Foreman in January 24, 1976 at Caesars Palace. Anderson in for McDonald now. Boswell's going to move to power forward, which brings Ard in at center. Boston does not want any more foul trouble from their starters, so they're just kind of taking a risk here. Havlicek is fouled by Cunningham. No, I'm sorry, that was Free. It looked like it was Cunningham on the chalkboard, but I kind of violated my own rule. Don't look at the chalkboard, look at the play-by-play results. So Free has 3 fouls. 4 for the team. 37 seconds left in the half. White moves in for Stakem. Nelson back at power forward. Boswell to center. Jones, Collins, Mix, and McGinnis back in for Philly for this last few seconds. Boswell with the hit. 2 points. His first bucket. There's a name you don't hear all the time. 56-55. McGinnis will go his way. Since he has been the hot hand, no good. Rebound Anderson. 10 seconds left. Havlicek, baseline jumper, no good at the buzzer. And that's how it's going to end the first half. Philly 56, Boston 55. Cowens and White with 15 points to lead Boston. McGinnis and Collins leading Philly with 14. I'm going to take a short break. We'll be back in 15 seconds on the Big Paulie's World of Sports Sims YouTube channel. Okay, folks, ready for the second half of play? Boston won the first quarter by 14. Philly won the second quarter by 15. We'll see what happens this quarter. 56-55. Let's go through the stats real fast. Boston 24 of 51. Their shooting went way down in that late in the second quarter when they had all of their reserves in. They're shooting 471. Philly ended up shooting 500, 21 of 42, and they were struggling most of the way. Free throws, 7 of 9 for Boston. Thank you, Jerry Ryan. 778. And Philly is 14 of 19, 737. Rebounds, 26-16, Boston. Offensive rebounds, 8-2, Boston's way. 9-9 on the assists, even. 14-11, Boston has more turnovers. We're going to go stronger on the board for Philly in this quarter. Philly led in steals 10-5. Blocks, it was 2-0 Boston. Fouls, we had 29 of them in the first half. Boston had 15 of them. So, crash the boards. That's my little motto here for Philly. And we start the third quarter. Out of bounds, and Philly has the ball after the Boston turnover. 10 seconds into the third. Doug Collins should be the go-to guy here. He shoots the outside shot, and he misses. Rebound, JoJo White. Havlicek with it. Throwing it over to JoJo White, and JoJo with the score. Boston retakes the lead, 57-56. So Boston knows now this is not going to be an easy endeavor. We'll go Billy Cunningham, whistle, and an illegal defense warning issued to Boston. The next results in a technical foul. Can't play zone defense in the NBA. Doug Collins with it. He hits from outside. He has 16. Philly back in the lead, 58-57. Each team playing just man-to-man. No exotic defenses. A miss and a rebound for McGinnis. We'll try Cunningham again. Of course, Cunningham spent some time playing with the Carolina Cougars of the ABA. The Kangaroo Kid. Cunningham letting it fly. He misses left, but he was fouled by Havlicek. I imagine Havlicek and Cunningham got to know each other pretty well over the course of the years. And Cunningham going to the line and shooting two. Cunningham hitting the first free throw. The lead is 2. And a miss. Rebound Scott. White with the miss, a rebound McGinnis. So Philly, more or less, establishing their dominance from the second period, late second period, but they're doing it against Boston's top players now. And that's out of bounds, Boston ball. 59-57, 10-27 left to go. Silas to Havlicek, and a foul on Cunningham. Second personal, first team foul. Recording this on Monday for air Wednesday. Monday the 8th for air on Wednesday the 10th. Havlicek with the miss. Silas cleaning the glass. He has 12 boards now. And Silas with the layup tipped by Mix out of bounds. Boston ball. They still trail by 2. They have 21 on the shot clock. Hondo with it. Over to Cowens. And a steal by Mix. We'll go Doug Collins again. Don't want to go to him too many more times, but he was on Hood there with that jumper. 18 points. 61-57, so Philly getting some separation here. And the 4-point lead is the biggest that Philly has had in this game. Scott with the jump shot, 61-59. And on we go. McGinnis with it. His shot is good. He has 10. 63-59. Scott with it. Rebound by Havlicek, passing it back to JoJo White. Silas, he's a basket shy of the double-double, but he won't get it this time. Mix called for the loose ball foul. That's 3 on Steve Mix. He's not on the edge of 17. He's got 3 fouls. Steal by Doug Collins. Fast break and a 4-on-1 opportunity for Philly. Rich Collins finishes. He has 20. 65-59. The lead now out to 6 for Philly. Scott with the miss. McGinnis with the foul. He has 3, and it's the 3rd team foul. Not good for Philly. Boston could get a lot of bonus time with foul shooting in this quarter. Silas with the miss. Can't get it to fall. Rebound for McGinnis. That gives him a double-double. 3-on-2 fast break. Mix with it. Lays it in. The lead is now 8. 67-59. Mix now with 10 points. And Silas, perhaps showing a little frustration, has picked up his 4th foul. Kaburski in for Silas. And Silas, with 4 personal fouls, is going to have to do a little pine time. Collins will be our go-to guy here unless the players get their own ideas. Collins misses everything there. Air ball. And that's Boston's ball with 7:27 left to go in the third. Havlicek over to JoJo. He misses. And a rebound by Cunningham. 4-on-3 fast break. Philly getting all the breaks right now. And they blow the layup. Scott with it for Boston. Boston has work to do now, trailing by 8. Havlicek gets them on the right track, 67-61. He has 5 points. We'll go McGinnis here. McGinnis can hit that baseline jumper. We've seen that in previous games. And that was an air ball out of play over to Boston. Philly. McGinnis. The basket's over that way. Thank you very much. 67-61. Hondo. Looking for Collins. Goes back to JoJo. And JoJo hits from top of the key. 19 for JoJo White. One of the more reliable players Boston has at 67-63. We'll go Doug Collins here. And that's out of bounds. Boston ball. So here comes Boston. Almost halfway through the third. 67-63. Cowens from the baseline hits the J. 17 points. It's a 2-point game. Fed Ella during the halftime break. Because it was about the time she likes to eat, and I don't want to disappoint her. 67-65. Scott to Cowens, and Cowens lets it go, no good. Rebound Carter, and a 4-on-1 fast break for Philly, trying to widen the lead out to 4 points. It's Collins with it. Now he is fouled by JoJo. That is JoJo's second and 2 for the team. And we play on. Mix in for Philadelphia. Mix will be our target here. And he hits a basket. He has 12, 69-65. So Philly keeping that lead. And we have, let's see here. It's Cowens with the basket. Cunningham with the foul. That's 3 on Cunningham, 4 for the team. And now Cowens can finish a 3-point play if he can find the basket here. He does. 69-68, 5:05 left, third quarter. Game 7, win or go home. Collins with the lay-in, 22 points, the lead out to 3, multi-possession game. Kaburski, who got into foul trouble very quickly, gets his first basket, 71-70, 4:39 left. Cunningham with it. Dribble drive, scores, he has 6. 73-70, 4:30 now left in the third. Cowens misses, gets his own rebound. And a steal by McGinnis, who pickpocketed Cowens. We will pull up with the 3-on-4 fast break. Why would you do a fast break when you don't have the manpower? So we'll just go half-court offense here. And again, we'll look for Collins, who seems to be warming up, but he traveled. Nelson coming in to play for Boston. 73-70. Nelson, usually a good shooter, not there. Rebound Collins, his first rebound of the game. We'll go Fred Carter. Carter hits the basket, getting the roll. 75-70. The Houston Rockets await whoever wins this 7th game. We got LA awaiting the Golden State Chicago winner, and we'll do that game tomorrow. Havlicek missing a rebound by Nelson. His putback is good. His first bucket of the game, 75-72. 3:36 now left in the third period. Collins with the miss. Rebound Charlie Scott. So this is going to be a good game down the stretch. Now a 4-on-1 fast break for Boston. Scott with it. Lays it in. 1 point game again. Oh, wait a minute. Cunningham picking up his fourth foul. It's the 5th team fouls, so it puts Boston in the bonus and puts Cunningham in foul trouble. Joe Bryant will have to fill in for him. This to tie the game. It's good. We're tied at 75. 3:25 left to go. Joe Bryant with it. The father of Kobe. And a foul on Mix. Loose ball foul. That is 4 for Mix. We go to the other end. Charlie Scott with a couple of free throws. One will give Boston the lead, and you just saw it. 3:17 to go. Catchings now in for Mix, who is not in the mix anymore, at least for the time being. Scott hitting them both. 77-75. We'll go Fred Carter here. Steal by Havlicek, and now Boston with guns blazing. White cannot finish the layup. Rebound Joe Bryant. 3:04 left, third quarter. Game 7. The series is tied at 3 apiece. Looking for Joe Bryant again, but he's fouled by Nelson. First personal, team's third of the quarter. Stakem, McDonald, Kaburski, and Lloyd Free entering the game. The first 3 for Boston. Catchings, inbounding. Will go Doug Collins again. He shoots. We have a tie game, 77 all, and Collins with 24 points now. White walked with that one. So we go back to Philly. Nelson and Lee coming in for their respective teams. Nelson for Boston, Lee for Philadelphia. So we have high drama here in Philly. Lee with it. He hits, and Philly takes the lead again. 79-77. McDonald with a dribble drive. Trying for a short-range jumper. No. Rebound Lee, and we'll go Collins, who seems to have the hot hand right now, with a steal by Glenn McDonald, one of the heroes of Game 6 of the NBA Finals. No, Game 5 of the NBA Finals in real life. That triple overtime game between Boston and Phoenix. Well, I still think it's the greatest game in NBA history. But a steal, and Philly has it. Catchings, which is why I chose to do 75-76. Catchings, nothing but the bottom of the net, 81-77. We're down to 94 seconds left in the third. And I think the whole game is still on YouTube, by the way, if you ever want to check that out. McDonald with a miss. Rebound Lee will go to Free. But Joe Bryant takes the shot. Rebound Nelson. Under a minute, 58 seconds now left in the third quarter. Nelson fouled by Catchings. Nelson will go to the line and shoot a pair. That's one of the first games I remember, Boston and Phoenix. And I was 4 years old, but I don't think it was. I watched it the night that the game took place. I think I watched it occasionally when an NBA game didn't take up the time that CBS thought that it would. They would show clips of Game 5 between Boston and Phoenix. Like I said, one of the great games, maybe one of the great games ever in sports. Although I know baseball fans will disagree with that. Catchings with the layup, 83-78. Triple overtime. That last second of double overtime had all kinds of drama, with Hondo hitting the basket and then Paul Westphal calling a timeout that they didn't have, moving the ball to half court, and Gar Hurd putting up the jumper. So anyway, 83-78. Enough of my reminiscence. McGinnis with it. His put up is no good. Cowens with the foul I beg your pardon. 4 on Cowens. McGinnis, 2 to line to shoot 2. Doesn't look like Philly's going to get in the bonus unless Boston commits another foul in 17 seconds. Whole bunch of lineup changes here. Scott, Havlicek, Nelson, Kaburski, and Ard. So we got a fresh 5. Actually, 4 new players, and Nelson's going to small forward. McGinnis hits them both, 85-78. 17 seconds left in the third quarter. It's Kaburski on free, and that's your third quarter. Cowens leading with 20 points for Boston, and Collins leading for Philadelphia with 24. 85-78, and here's your fourth quarter tip. Free with it. And Philly going to the fourth quarter with a 7-point lead. I think who picks up the foul is going to be a big issue here in this fourth quarter. Free with the layup, count it, 11 points. The lead is 9. And that is the biggest lead Philly has had in this game. Havlicek to Nelson. Nelson, who is usually a good choice to go to with a shot, has 5 points, and it's 87-80. 11:27 left to go. I don't like the offensive option, so I'm going to pass. And we'll go Lloyd free on a dribble drive. He cannot bring it home. Rebound Lee. And Lee is called for the foul over the back. That is his first. 87-80. See if Boston can get back in this. White hits from outside. 21 for White. 87-82. 11:01 left to go. Again, it's a full court trap being deployed by the Boston Celtics. Will go Joe Bryant on the shot. Joe could not hang on to it, but it was kicked out by Nelson. It'll be Philly ball with 8 on the clock. We'll try Joe again. He misses. Rebound Catchings. And a fresh 24 for Philly, but they'll go for the quick shot. And a foul on Kaburski. Kaburski has 4 fouls now. Boston's committed 21 fouls. Philly has committed 22. And here I'm going to go Lloyd free. 87-82. He drives down the lane and scores. He has 13 points. 89-82. That's Cowens back the other way. He has 22. 89-84. Still very early in the fourth. We got 10:09 left to play. Sit down, pull up a chair and sit down and watch this unfold. Collins with the layup. 91-84. Nelson. No good. Rebound Joe Bryant. That's 2. 2 for the team. And Nelson will have 2 trips to the line. First one good. 91-85. 8:45 left. So if Boston loses, we're going to have 2 different finalists in this NBA 75-76 simulation. Nelson hit them both. 91-86. Because Phoenix did not make the playoffs. Didn't fall for Bryant. A rebound goes to Joe Bryant. Goes right back to him. And his putback is good. He has his first bucket of the game. 93-86. Philly keeping the pressure on Boston. Collins. Dave Cowens, 24 points. And it's right now, it's 93-88. With the 9:13 left in the fourth. Bryant, no good. Rebound Catching. His putback is no good. Short. Rebound. Well, it's going to be a foul on Nelson. That is 2 for Nelson, 2 for the team. Catchings. Not a great free throw shooter. He misses the first. He's 6-0-4. Silas is now back in for Boston. And Catchings gets 1 out of 2. 94-88. 8:55 now left to go in the fourth. Havlicek. Foul on Catchings, 2 for Catchings, 3 for Philly. Scott coming back in for Boston. Fred Carter coming back in, as well as Cunningham, Mix, and McGinnis for Philly. So 4 new faces for the 76ers, holding on to a 6-point lead. White from outside, 94-90. The excitement at the Spectrum right now, palpable. It's going to be Cunningham. He was our intended target, and Cunningham with the layup. 8 points, but they have been big. 96-90 now, 76ers. Cowens with it. Ugh. No good. Rebound Cunningham. And do we dare slow the tempo of the game down? I'm going to say no. I'll go Fred Carter here. Whistle. Too many steps on Carter. Stake him in for Boston, as is Havlicek. Kaburski in at center. And it's now Norman in for Doug Collins, as both coaches want everybody ready for this stretch run that's coming. It's 96-90. It's going to be Stakem taking the shot. No. Rebound Silas, his 14th board of the game. His putback is no good. Too strong. Mix with foul number 5. So he has to be careful. Silas will shoot a pair. Silas is 2 points shy of the double-double. His first free throw is good. Now he's 1 point shy. And now he's not shy anymore. He hits them both, 96-92. So that's our second player with a double-double right now. McGinnis being the other one for Philly. McGinnis. Offensive foul, 5 for Cunningham now. And that's going to bring a whole bunch of subs. White in for Boston. Collins in for Kaburski. Doug Collins is going to replace Norman. Bryan in at small forward. Cunningham in foul trouble. He will go to the bench. Lee in at the power forward slot. So Boston with the ball, trailing by 4. Scott misses. Cowens with the rebound, his 7th. The putback. No. Rebound Cowens again for Boston. Third time's the charm. He has 26. It's a 2-point game. 96-94. I would not put this in the refrigerator yet. Lee with a 5-footer. 98-94. Very close game. As has been the series, really. Silas making contact. Offensive foul. That's 5 on Silas. Nelson back in. Catchings back in for Philly. Philly with the ball. They lead by 4. We'll go McGinnis here from the outside, since he was open. Blocked by Dave Cowens. Catchings got the rebound. He'll shoot. Foul on Nelson. That's 3, and 3 on the team this quarter. McDonald and Ard in for Boston. Catchings in for Philly. He was the inbound man. He'll go to Doug Collins, who shoots and scores. Lead is now 6, and Philly gets that third digit first. 100-94. Ard back the other way. No. Rebound McGinnis. 6:02 to go. I'm very, very tempted to play slow, but that might be just what Boston wants. We'll go McGinnis. I want to give them what they don't want. McGinnis, a 10-footer, falls, and the lead is 8. 102-94. Cowens hits. 28 for Cowens. As McGinnis was called for goaltending there, so give the basket to Cowens. Silas back in, Cunningham back in, Mix back in. They all have 5 fouls. So we enter stretch time, 5:37 left to go. McGinnis, a foul on Cowens to get the 5. 4th team foul this quarter for Boston. Philly with a 6-point lead, but can they hold on to it? That's the billion Bitcoin question right now. Carter hits from outside. He has 6 points, and the lead is 8. And Boston may be in trouble. McDonald misses. White with the rebound. No, it was Fred Carter with the rebound. Philly on a 3-on-1 fast break. This to go up double digits. McGinnis cannot finish. Rebound JoJo White. He had 12 against Philly. He has 3 today. Boston really needs to get cracking. Scott. To McDonald, who misses from outside. And it's Philly ball. 4:53 left. The lead is 8. John Havlicek entering the game for Boston. And now I'm going to go slow. We'll go McGinnis. Use the time to our advantage. McGinnis hits from outside. A big basket. The lead is 12. 108-96. Havlicek, yes, the other way. And fouled by McGinnis. That is 4 on McGinnis, and Boston now in the bonus the remainder of the period. 108-96. And Havlicek could cut it to 7, which he does. 106-99. Look for Cunningham here. Get the good shot, take your time. No, rebound Havlicek. Havlicek comes up with the rebound. White misses. Rebound Mix. 3:51 to go. A 4-on-3 fast break for Philly. You get the sense Philly's closing in on it. Cunningham goes to the hole. He scores. That's 10 for Cunningham, and it's 108-99. Scott misses. Rebound to Mix. 3:35 left to play. And Philly is up 9. Looking for more. Steal by Havlicek, though, which brings Philly down to earth. Boston quickly moving out. White misses. Rebound Cunningham, but a loose ball foul on Scott, which is his 4th foul. But the fans here at the Spectrum getting a little excited now. With 3:08 to play, they lead by 9. We'll try Cunningham on the inside. He's not a great inside shooter. Whistle. Foul on Carter. That is 4 on Carter. We got a lot of players with 4 and 5 fouls right now. And that could tip the balance of this game. 108-99, 2:52 left to go. Havlicek to Scott. It's going to be Scott taking the shot. He misses. And McGinnis getting rebound number 12. 2:34 left to go. White into the front court. We'll go Mix this time. Whistle. Illegal contact, and Mix is done. He has reached a quota. Foul number 6. And Catchings will come in, and he'll have to play quite a long stretch here if we go overtime. But that might not happen with 2:22 left to play. Here's Boston with possession. They trail by 9. Pushing off the call on Havlicek. Havlicek can't believe it. He picks up only his 2nd foul. And with 2:10 left, it goes back to Philly. McGinnis with a stuff, and I'm going to say it, this game's in the refrigerator. The eggs are getting hard, the butter's getting cold, and the jello is jiggling. 110-99. And now Boston trailing by 11. Blocked by McGinnis. Went back to Boston. Havlicek throwing up a prayer. It gets answered. And he has 10 points. 110-101. Cunningham quickly fouled by Havlicek. He goes to 3 fouls. 2 free throw attempts for Philly, who now goes into the bonus. First one good, 111-101. And Cunningham hitting them both, 112-101. 1:35 left to go. Scott. No, rebound Silas. And Catchings with his 3rd foul. And Silas will shoot a pair. And if you're Philly, that's not what you want. Silas, that rattled around and fell. He's 731 from the line in the playoffs, 709 in real life. Second free throw good. 112-103. So this will be interesting as we continue through the playoffs to see something that didn't happen in NBA 75-76. Boston getting eliminated. But we still have a minute 19. A foul by JoJo White, 3 to make 2 for Carter. First one is good. 113-103. Celtics fans watching in the bars of Boston are crying in their beer. Carter hitting them both. 114-103. Scott, White. Cowens from the baseline. He's good. He has 30. 114-105. 104 to play. I'm going to burn some clock here. Foul by Silas, and Silas is gone. That's 6. And Carter will go to the line for 2 free throws. Kaburski has to come in to play for Silas. First one good for Carter. It's 115-105. Here comes the second. No good. Rebound Cowens of Boston. And now Boston has to quickly work up the floor. Scott, no. Philadelphia ball. Scott has missed 5 in a row. Boswell coming in to play power forward for Kaburski. Now we're going to play very slow with 43 seconds left to play. So Philly and Houston will meet in the East Final. And a little pressure there by Boston. Kaburski entering at power forward and Heinsohn calling time. They have 2 timeouts left, and Philly has not had the chance to use any of theirs, and I'm probably not gonna. JoJo White from outside, 25 points. Boston not going down without a fight. They call another timeout. They have 1 left. Fred Carter here. It's a game of keep away, but it went out of bounds, and Boston's going to have another possession. Boston using their last timeout. They're down 8 with 23 seconds left to go. The Knicks in 1969 came back on Cincinnati trailing 10 with 19 seconds left. So it could happen. White missing the shot. Over to Kaburski. Down to 19 seconds now. It's Scott with it. He hits. He pops and misses. Scott with the offensive rebound. Boston desperately running out of time. JoJo White no good. Rebound Cunningham with 12 seconds to play. And I'm going to pass. I'm not going to do a victory lap here. Just want to burn the clock as much as we can. Collins bringing the ball up. The crowd on its feet at the Spectrum. With Philly knocking out their rivals, the Boston Celtics. 3 seconds. 1 second. And that's going to be it. Carter's going to hit a jumper that's inconsequential with 1 second to go. And my computer froze. It's probably in a state of disbelief that Philly beat Boston. So we don't know what has happened yet. There's your buzzer. Carter hit the basket at the buzzer. It's 117-107. So we did not have both teams ending with zeros, but we still had a margin of 10 points. When we did Game 2, it was 30, Philly winning by 30. When we did Game 6, Boston won by 10. And then in this game, Philly has won by 10 to move on and play the Houston Rockets in the East Finals. Got a little business to do with Chicago and Golden State before we get there. And we have no other games to show you today. George McGinnis, the MVP. And that is it. 117-107. So now we know it's Houston and Philadelphia in the East. We do not autoplay Chicago Golden State because that's our next game. That will be our next game. Way out west in Oakland at the Oakland Coliseum. And I hope you enjoyed the game, folks. Just one more for you this week between Golden State and Chicago, and then we will move on next week to the Eastern Finals. So on behalf of Ella the Cat, this has been Big Paulie wishing you Godspeed and God bless. We will do it all again soon, and bye-bye for now, everybody. Please take care.